Welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. It's almost time for Chapter 6. First, just going to do base stuff. We got some 3-star conversations, which I don't actually know what they do, but hopefully they give me something cool. I think this gives me an item. Oh, 1,000 gold. Alright. We just got like 10,000, so it's kind of random, but... Ah! Renewal. Okay, so speaking of renewal, we have at least that to assign. So I wanted to. Oh, right, we have new characters as well. All right, let's start with that actually. So we have Torneo, we have Jill, and we have Zahark. So I mentioned when I was talking about Meg that armored units are usually, like, if they're going to be useful, most useful when they show up. That's certainly the case with Torneo, who right now is an absolute beast. Not only is he about as fast as anyone on the team, I guess he's a little slower than Soth, because Soth got a couple of speed levels, but he's 1 point faster than Bullock, but also he has the highest defense, he has the highest strength, and he has more powerful weapons. Like, well, the Javelin isn't more powerful than Bullock's Fang, but it's certainly, he's got more powerful weapons than Soth's Knives and Daggers, and the Silver Lance is also more powerful than Bullock's Fang. So, yeah, and he's a complete powerhouse. However, he has inconsistent availability throughout the rest of Part 1 for story reasons, so there are some chapters you don't get to use him. In the past, I've generally not used him heavily. I want to say he also has inconsistent availability, even like within the Dawn Brigade stuff in Part 3, but I could be wrong about that. But in any case, I've used him really to just like wall stuff off, but not, so much to like clear out enemies. Since I'm going for a more efficient playthrough, I have to imagine I'll be using him much more heavily. Later in the game, like the fact that he has low movement, I think does end up playing more of a factor, being a general. Although it's not, I will say it's not, that aspect of things isn't as bad in the Tellius games as it is in some of the other Fire Emblem games, where instead of having 4 movement unpromoted, 5 movement promoted, they have 5 and 6. So of course everyone else is moving 1 space further as well, but like, the difference between 4 and 5 is bigger than the difference between 6 and 7 or what have you. Anyway, so he also comes with Resolve, which I think, okay, yeah, so that costs 15, so probably doesn't make a lot of sense to take it off of him. Well, it could be interesting to give that to Bullock, or Soth, I suppose. Resolve, here we go. Yeah, raise. It says can raise strength, skill, and speed by 1.5 times, and the unit has less than 20% of its HP left. So I know that there was mistakes in the translation of the Resolve skill in one of the Tellius games. I don't remember which one actually, but I'm pretty sure that it's not as good in this game as it is in Path of Radiance. I'm actually going to look that up. Oh. So it actually only raises speed and skill. Okay, so that's notable, but it doesn't have like a activation condition, which was what I was, or well, I mean, it has an activation condition, but it isn't like only sometimes. It says can raise strength skill, and speed, which implies that it might also not do so, but I think it just does. Anyway, I'll think about resolve later, but then we've got Jill. As I mentioned when we saw her in Chapter 5, Jill has some transfer bonuses, I believe skill and speed. So her bases are a little bit better than they would otherwise be. Obviously as a flyer who uses axes, she's very, very useful. She's got pretty good defense right now. She's got quite good speed. I think she's got the same speed as Edward right now. Oh no, Edward. Oh, that's right, because Edward didn't end up leveling speed last chapter, because when I finally got through it, that was the one where he didn't get where he got a terrible level up. But in any case, yeah, her strength is a little lackluster to start out. Her speed's quite good. Her defense is solid, although her HP is low. Obviously, she's very vulnerable to magic. I guess I didn't talk about Tornado's growth rates. They're like completely irrelevant right now because he just won't get any experience whatsoever. But for what it's worth, he has pretty solid growth rates, actually. It looks like 40 strength, 65 skill, 50 speed, 45 defense, 50 res. It's kind of weird. 55 HP. His resistance is already pretty good too. So, yeah, I mean, he's not really lacking in any area right now. He's even got 12 magic for whatever reason. Anyway, going back to Jill, she's got 45 strength and skill, 65 speed, 35 defense, and 45 resistance. So, yeah, I mean, it's a little unfortunate that I got the speed cap in Path of Radiance rather than the strength cap, because she would have benefited more from the strength. And I think she was like one strength short too. But oh well. Then we've got and I guess the other thing to say about Jill is I will be using her a lot. Then we've got Zahark. So Zahark is obviously a sword master, and here we go. So yeah, I mean, he's also got quite good bases for this point in the game, partially by virtue of being promoted. I guess I said I was talking about who Tornado is faster than. Zahark is actually the fastest character now, beats out Soth by 1 speed. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much until later on in part 1. Like, none of the enemies are going to not be doubled by any of these characters. I think there were some Myrmidons in the previous chapter that Volug, with his 19 speed, would have failed to double if they were not using steel swords, which slowed them down. So they had 16 speed and then had 15 effective speed. But Tornado with 20, Soth with 22, Zahark with 23, they're all going to be doubling. So the fact that he has 23 rather than 22 or 20 doesn't really matter right now. Although it might for it add up to activation rate. I don't remember what the activation rate for that is based on. But in any case, he doesn't have as much strength as Tornado, but he does have plenty of strength. He can deal plenty of damage. There are tougher enemies that he won't one round without a crit, but he's not struggling to deal damage or anything. His defense is all right. I mean, for if he were having to fight enemies who were similarly of similar level, that would probably be more of an issue. But since we're pretty much fighting only unpromoted enemies, he's got a reasonable amount of bulk, and he's quite dodgy, so that helps extend his bulk as well. So again, he's quite strong. So let's see, what is the activation condition for Adepts? Speed percent. Okay, so it does affect his likelihood to use Ada. Now, I will say I'm somewhat tempted to take Adept off of him just because like he probably doesn't really need it, but I don't really know who I would give it to. Like Edward, I guess, could make reasonable use of it, but I already gave him cancel. I don't know if it makes any more sense to give him Adept than to give him cancel. So till I'm, I don't know, inspired, I guess I'll probably leave that alone. I was saying that so Meg's fortune costs 20. I could potentially, I was earlier saying, oh, there's no one to really give that to, but actually I could see a case for giving it to either Soth or Volug, and there's certainly no reason to leave it on Meg, because like I don't, even if she did get crit, I don't know how much I would care. Yeah, and then there's the question of resolve as well. I think so, well, renewal. It really would have been nice if I'd gotten a frickin' Seraph Robe and been able to give that to Micaiah. Like, renewal on Micaiah is hypothetically useful in that it allows her to do more sacrificing, but in practice, 10% of her HP rounded down is 1 HP. So restoring 1 HP per turn is pretty underwhelming. And it might just be that I'm not really going to get mileage out of out of her self-healing until she promotes and gets access to staves and has the staves heal her. Although I don't know, I think the staff healing might also be percentage based, in which case that's not going to be any better. But like it might make more sense. Well, of course, renewal costs 15, so we once again have the problem that like the characters who most need it probably aren't going to have it. But I guess Volug has a ton of HP. So, and he's not like, at least he doesn't appear to be incredibly dodgy. So probably it makes sense to give him renewal. Like Soth, by comparison, does a lot better job of just never taking damage in the first place, and on top of that, Micaiah is most likely to be around him, so giving it to him seems a little less useful. So that just leaves potentially redistributing Fortune, and maybe Resolve, maybe Adept. I mean, Soth has a lot of luck, so he doesn't really need Fortune. Like, we're not facing enemies that have crit rates higher than 17, I don't think. I mean, maybe there are enemies with killer weapons coming up. I don't really remember. But I guess I could give it to Ileana. And I guess, I mean, I suppose that would be more useful. She did get one of my, actually, if she had not gotten crit on that one run, the previous chapter, I actually would have been all right because Laura managed to dodge 2 attacks. So yeah, we'll go with that. She does have enough capacity. All right. Then we just have Resolve, which is 15. Micaiah could use it. I don't think increasing her speed to 12 is really the way to go, though. Actually, it'd be kind of fun to give it to Zahark. I mean, like Tornado. The thing is, Tornado's not going to take damage. Tornado is never going to be in resolve range, at least during this part of the game. So there, like, it really is providing no value on him. Zahark, in my experience, does end up taking some damage. His defense isn't nearly as high, You know, dodging is not wholly reliable. So giving him resolve, you know, he has very high speed and high skill. Those are the things that it modifies, and that would make him, you know, even more dodgy if he did. I mean, ideally you'd give it to somebody with like Vantage, but we don't have anyone that fits that description. As a, you know, it would be really cool to give it to Edward and, you know, turn him into a powerhouse in conjunction with Wrath. That's, you know, that's one of the Path of Radiance strats, but he doesn't have room for it. So yeah, I think I don't know. Seems like fun. Let's see, what is 20% of his HP is it less than 20% or is it 20% or less? That's like that is a really like a very narrow threshold for activation. So wait a minute. Huh. Okay. Never mind. It's actually 50%, not 20%. That's a lot better. Okay, and that makes me much less worried about putting on somebody who has like enough HP that's like a realistic thing. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's any reason to take Adept off of Zahark. Like the only at this point, I'd just be giving it to Soth. Soth's damage output, well, he's got more strength, he's got weaker weapons. I don't know. Whatever. I think this is good. I mean, yeah. Okay. So now we want to take a look at this stuff. Get a men's staff again. I think I might do that this time. I've got enough money, and Laura, her staff is running a little low, and there have been times when she hasn't been able to fully heal Nolan or someone. More javelins and more hand axes. I don't know that I actually need those. Put this away. Soth probably doesn't need 2 vulneraries. Oh, he definitely needs another bronze knife, though. Oh, Iron Dagger. I should probably get him one of those. How much damage? 3 extra might. That's pretty a lot, and it means he can crit. Okay. Yeah, Volag's the only one who can make good use of the concoction, so I guess I'll have him hang on to that. Yeah, we don't really need to. Oh wait, we got an extra axe user now. So maybe we do want that hand axe. All right, let's just. Meg doesn't need weapons. If this were Path of Radiance, where the inventory space is super limited, I would consider like treating her as the pack mule. But luckily, you got 7 inventory slots now, so it's a little bit easier to just take all the stuff you need. All right, let's see. I assume we still can't. Oh, we can buy steel weapons, but not steel daggers. Sure, why not? Okay. Edward's good. Leonardo's good. Nolan's good. Has he got? I mean, technically, he could still use an iron axe, but whatever. Samus is a little slowed down by his steel lance. That's okay. Actually, one thing that I've done before, and probably is a good idea to do again, is get a bronze lance for Torneo. So if I do, want to set up some kills for other people, that's an option. So it's weird how in Path of Radiance the Wyvern Riders are now Draco Knights were lance users and then promoted to gain axes, and then they reversed it here. So Jill forgot how to use lances between games. But whatever. She might want an iron axe. She, her speed is high enough. I could see that coming in handy. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and buy at least the hand axe. I think that way I've got an extra one for both Jill and Nolan. Javelin, he's got 2. Tornado's got 1. I mean, I could see myself running through one of those pretty quickly with Tornado. So, no. Let's do that. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the card. It's expensive and it's not like that good. 10 crit, like it's only 5 more crit than the Iron Dagger. Like a lot of times when I would use it, I would rather just use this, which has higher accuracy and higher base might, Wait, I can't buy iron knives, right? No. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, Edward doesn't need 2 vulneraries. I guess we'll give Volug a vulnerary since we've got extras now. Looks reasonable. I guess, maybe I should give the Killing Edge to Edward, because, like, with Wrath, it's B-Sword. Can he use B-Swords? He can. Alright. Yeah, with Wrath, 30 crit plus whatever Wrath's 50. I mean, that's plus 80% crit when he has less than 30% HP, and Zahark is less likely to need the crit in order to be useful. So sure, we'll do that. Actually, does Zahark really need an iron sword? Surely not. I mean, I guess I might as well leave it with him. Like, there's no harm in it, but I doubt he'll actually use it. Okay, I think I should check this. So Leonardo could now support Ilyana if I wanted to pair up the ranged folks. I guess Samus could just wait until he builds one out with like Jill or Zahark or some Tornado, Volug. Yeah, alright, let's do that. These two... Defense. Bleh. Alright. I think we're ready to go here. Sorry for the jump cut. I had to take a phone call, and while I was doing that, I realized that there was a couple things I forgot to check in the base. One is forging an axe for Jill. So I did do some reading about the coin system, it turns out that like the things you get are completely fixed throughout the game. Like it doesn't matter which of these 5 cards I pick. I guess it's just to give you the illusion that you're like doing something. I don't really know. Yeah, the order is like, so if I like reset it, you know, it would continue to draw the same cards. So like there's like a fixed order that's set maybe at the beginning of the game or something that determines like what bonuses you're going to get. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get nothing. Hooray. But it does mean that at some point it may make sense to like do some like exploratory testing if I'm going to forge like a bunch of weapons, if I care about like which weapons get which bonuses. I don't know that I actually will care, but anyway, I like to give my weapons dumb names. Don't judge me. Or do. I guess that's fine. Alright, so that was one thing. The other thing is the Master Seal that I picked up last chapter. So this time, given that the promotion bonuses for Ileana were honestly atrocious, I would really like to check what those are before I actually promote anyone, because if they're that bad, I might as well just not use the Master Seal until level 20, because it's really not making any kind of a difference to Ileana's like combat effectiveness, and meanwhile it's obviously reducing her experience gain. That said, at least for like for Jill, I know that you know, she's going to get an extra movement point. Well, I guess Ileana got an extra movement point as well, so that is something. So Draco Knight gains 2 HP, 2 strength, 2 magic, 1 skill, 1 speed, 2 defense, 2 resistance, 1 con, and 1 movement. So those again those are a lot better than the Thunder Mage ones, but still not really that impressive, honestly. I mean, this 2 strength right now would make a fairly big difference in terms of her ability to wield steel axes effectively, but I did just forge her an iron axe, which is, you know, of course, more powerful than a steel axe, so I don't know that it matters that much. Yeah, I mean, she'd get stronger, but other candidates would be Nolan, Edward, and that's it. So fighter gains 1 strength and 1 speed and 1 defense. The only 2s are in HP, magic, and resistance. Again, that is really underwhelming, so I'm not impressed by that. Myrmidons gain 1 strength and 1 speed. The same. It's the exact same promotion bonuses. Myrmidons, soldiers, fighters, archers all have the exact same promotion bonuses, where they have 1 in everything except for 2 in HP, magic, and resistance. Like, why you would want 2 magic, I don't know. I guess, I mean, later it means you can make better use of Imbue, but yeah, I don't think. I'm feeling like it was a mistake to use the one on Ileana just because it was so underwhelming, and like I might have been able to use it on a character that I like. Yeah, I'm actually leveling to, you know, push them from like 20 to 21 or something. So I am not going to use that Master Seal, I think. All right. So I did get everyone into position pretty much. I think. Well, or did I? Maybe I didn't. Well, so I guess should talk about this chapter. It's a two-part chapter. We got this part. Well, so it's like chapter 17 of Path of Radiance, where you have multiple parts where you can't go to the base in between, except Less Ridiculous, because that one's in 4 and this one's 2. You can see the sort of up to the top here, the next chapter, including the ballista. If I scroll up there, and that's where Fiona will show up. Anyway, but for this part, there's a bunch of reinforcements that show up. I know there's like some that show up here, like a bunch of armor knights, one of whom I believe has a hammer, because I want to say like that's the one guy who can like potentially do some damage to Torneo. And I think there's some flyers that show up like on these hills where you can't like get anybody except Jill up there. And I will say that, like, you know, conceivably that would be a use case for Leonardo having the iron longbow, because these, you know, front spots at least are 3 spaces away from the ground. But the odds that he'd be able to get an exact position and not get like taken out by the other ones are not great anyway, I suppose. So in any case, what I think we want to do is, like, since we have a bunch of armor knight reinforcements up here, I think we want to send, you know, like Micaiah up there with the Thani to take some of them out. Soth is probably going to want to go up there with her. We're going to want, and then probably Volug as well, because Soth and Volug are going to be able to like get out of here and get back up here faster than anybody else. Well, and Jill, but Jill is not going to deal that much damage to the armor knights. But Jill is going to be heavily involved, presumably in trying to take out those flyers. So in that respect, like, I believe there's some that show up back here, so I don't want her to like press too far forwards, because I want her in position to come back and, you know, knock out those guys. Everybody else is pretty much just gonna like go up the middle. There's a 10-turn bonus XP threshold for this map. It's unlike in Path of Radiance, it's not combined with the next part, which has its own separate 15-turn count. And then the one other thing is that there are some hidden items. There's a coin right here, and there is, more importantly, an arm scroll over here, which I don't know if I can sell, but if I can, that's probably what I'll do with it. Oh, I guess I didn't look at moving the discipline skill. I'm gonna have to go back to the base again. I guess we'll wait until, actually, what's the rank? I assume this is an A rank, yeah, weapon, yeah. So he's still pretty far away from that. Let's see. Yeah, so you do cap out a tier 1 at A. I think, yeah, Micaiah's still only at D. I mean, it's going to be a long while until Samus gets ready for the Silverlands, so I think I actually am going to move the discipline skill. Like, he got to steal. That's the important thing right now, and he'll overall be able to get his weapon level up faster than Micaiah. So, and she's going to be actually making some attacks this chapter, so we'll do that. So the other thing we want to do is just get, so I think we want like Nolan and Zahark ready to come in here, and Jill can stay a little bit further back, although I might want her to hit this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do that. Alright. I think that's pretty good, and we'll get started. So This guy has a hand axe, so we either want to just ignore him for now, or put somebody with a ranged weapon up there. But yeah, we can just potentially just let him come to us. Oh, I counted 9, didn't I? Derp. Okay. I wonder if 9 defense, 9 defense. Okay. So Zahar can set up some kills for some of our weaker units. I guess he is going to make use of this Iron Sword after all. Oh, that's assuming he doesn't get proc adept. Okay, cool. And that pretty well screens off this guy from coming up and hitting anybody else, which is nice. Yeah, I definitely am going to be focusing on training Jill. Really want to get her strength up if at all possible. Tornado. Let's see. Actually, maybe I should trade Zaharko Wind Edge. Is he gonna be able to? So it's still got 23 attack with the Wind Edge. I mean, he would definitely take out this archer, who would probably just attack Jill. Yeah, he would. Would I rather have him attack Jill than Zahark? Maybe not. Yeah, probably not. Alright, which means that Tornado might as well not equip a ranged weapon either. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if somebody standing here can potentially retaliate against that guy. I think we could do that with Edward. Edward will double. The Wind Edge. 18 attack. 10 twice. Solid. Put Nolan here. Give him a hand axe in case that archer attacks him. So we want to get Micaiah ready to come up or go up to the top. So similarly, wait. Moving all the dudes. Volug. I guess we could just move Volug all the way up here. Although I did say I wanted to bring him back around this way, so yeah, let's just put him here. I mean, that archer might attack him, but that's fine. We're not gonna retaliate against him anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. Ow. Nom nom nom. Ah, well, he's dead. That could actually be another kill for Jill. Alright, yeah, here come... Oh, man, okay. Lots of reinforcements. Alright, so... Actually, this could be a kill for Micaiah. Maybe. Yes. Slightly risky, but that's okay. I don't think there's any way... Yeah. Yeah, she's completely safe over here. Or, well, let's... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. Speed! Hey! And magic, and resistance. Okay. So I think I want to try to have Soth grab this coin this turn, and then swing back over to help out next turn. He can almost kill this guy, which is nice. Set up probably a kill for Jill or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's see. So, way down by the Steel Lance, this Pegasus only has 9 speed. So Jill will definitely double, at least with the Iron Axe. Actually, even with the Steel Axe. 22 attack, 9 defense is 13 twice, so she would get the kill with the Steel Axe, though, I mean, we might still want to use the Forge to make sure she hits. 40 avoid, 117 hit. Maybe not, actually. I mean... It does have 50 uses, so... Let's see, this one also has a Steel Lance. Yeah, I think... 17 minus 40 is... It's below 80, so... And she'd need to hit twice, so we'll use the Forge. Or... She doesn't do enough damage with regular Iron Axe, right? No. Okay. Alright. Stick it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, that'll be good. Alright, then I think we want to have Vola come back here and just like start walling these guys. Just a question of, do I want cover or do I want to like get into this choke point? Let's see, how much damage do they do? 23, 27, 23, 24, and against 13, so like, if he got hit by 4 attacks, which he couldn't even, he would still survive. Alright, then again, that might put Soth out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, yeah. So let's put him here. Meanwhile, this might be... Oh, actually, I should look at this guy's range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. Okay. Ow. Okay. Getting things done here. So, oh. Tornado will actually not double this guy. Yeah, 17 speed, 20 speed. Fascinating. Unexpected. So let's... I don't know if these guys move. I'm gonna assume they do. So let's have him use a javelin so he can retaliate against the guy with the javelin. And I think we're gonna want to heal Zahark, since Edward is not immediately in danger. And then the question is, who do we want to retaliate against this? Pegasus. Nolan, I believe. Yeah, Nolan has the speed to double if he holds a hand axe, which is a little silly, but go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, so she won't be able to get back out even if he doesn't finish her. Zahark, I guess, might as well just press as far forward as possible. We just don't want this, probably want this guy attacking Samus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he wouldn't be able to anyway. Or does it make more sense to go here? Probably does. Actually, does that mean that... Oh, yeah. Okay, we don't want that. So I guess... Let's see. 15 defense. 23 attack. So Zark's not going to do a ton of damage if this guy comes in and attacks him. So I don't really want him to be in range of that, but where does that mean he needs to go? 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So like maybe there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have no trouble picking out this Pegasus Knight if for whatever reason it attacks him rather than Jill. Okay. I guess... Let's see, Ileana can move up, and Leonardo can move up here-ish in case we need to finish off the Pegasus Knight. Oh, and he can talk to Ileana. Meg can be, can do nothing of note. Nom nom nom. Alright, they do move. Oh! Alright. Get her, Jill. Yeah. Yeah. All right, more reinforcements. I think it's like next turn there's more that show up here probably, and then like maybe I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some that show up back here at some point, because I remember like playing this chapter at one point and like basically like setting up like a whole wall of people here to protect like Micaiah or Laura or somebody. Anyway, which may actually mean that this plan to have Micaiah up here is not the best plan, but whatever. I wonder if Jill can take out this archer. 13 speed. She's got the speed if she's not using the steel axe. 24 attack. Yeah, Yeah, okay, cool. So we can have Soth come up and not quite finish that guy. Alright. That's a little annoying. I mean, so long as Micaiah can, like, well, she can finish him. Yeah, okay. Steel sword. I don't think we need this coin with us. Alright. Yeah. Boom! Okay, so... I guess it's not actually unreasonable to just leave Jill parked here. And then send Volug, have Volug start moving back. Or, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or she pulls back here and Volug is the one who stands in front of this guy. Actually, getting Jill that hammer would be nice. Which she could do, you know, either from killing this guy or from like standing next to Micaiah and trading for it. Although maybe Jill isn't the one we're going to want using the hammer, maybe Nolan is. It is pretty heavy. Nolan isn't actually that much strong. Well, no, yeah, he is. 3 points. Well. Alright, I'll come back to that, I guess. So this guy didn't move. Okay. Yeah. I guess I could just not actually attack the Tauren now if I don't want him to get this kill. I don't want, I mean... Alright, one thing I know I'm doing is this. And then, who do I want to give this skill to? I mean, I could give this skill to Samus, potentially. Nope! 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 Okay, that's fine, and it'll be better if I move Nolan up first. So I guess I'll do that. I mean, I could also... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, there's no way he gets in position. Alright, yeah, let's... Oh, no hit rate increase. So actually, we do come up and bop this guy with the... Oh, yeah, he's slow enough. He'll get doubled by Edward. Okay, sure. Why not? Although he might run away for healing. I'm not actually sure. Maybe that is not great. Alright, I don't think we want... Actually, Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess we might as well shove Edward up one. Alright, Sahark. I guess you can come over here. We do not want to shove Edward again. Guess. Yeah, I know that there's probably going to be Sai showing up back here, but Leonardo's going to be able to shoot them from, you know, from here anyway, because they're going to be too far away. So I'm just going to keep him moving forward, and if they come down off of here, then you can shoot them. I same really applies to any of the other places that they might show up. Okay, so back to this question: do we want Volug to be able to come forward? We don't like desperately need him up here, I guess. So probably. Oh, I miscounted. Alright, yeah, getting her one extra movement is not really that valuable, so just do this. Rawr. Yep, he is running away for healing. Oh well. Oh, hi there. There they are. Okay. Javelin and Steel Lance. Oh, this one's too fast for Jill to take out. That is actually really annoying. Actually really annoying. Well, it can't quite one-shot Micaiah, so if actually, well, I've got to pause here anyway. Get some laundry. I will be back in a bit. Alright. Back, and time to figure out how to save Micaiah from getting wrecked by this Pegasus Knight. But not the other one. So, I mean, she can definitely take out the Armor Knight with the hammer. And then she can like kill this one on retaliation if Jill weakens it. So that might be the way to go. And then like have Jill, like maybe have Jill park like here or here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we'd use the... Although, actually, I guess if Jill attacked... So let's see, how does she do with the hand axe? So how much damage does Micaiah do? Well, actually, let's see. Okay, so she needs the Thani to take this guy out. So she's got 21 attack, minus 9 resistance is 12 damage. So she needs Jill to do at least 12 damage, which really pretty much requires. I mean, it requires that she not use the hand axe, certainly. I mean, there's also the option of rescuing Micaiah out of there with Jill. Maybe that's actually a better idea. Let's see. I mean, these guys end up coming forward. This guy comes forward. Like, you know, maybe like Vola drops her off. Yeah. All right. Maybe the thing to do is to figure out what I'm doing over here first, and that'll let me know whether I can spare like Volug or somebody. I mean, I guess like Meg can drop her. Yeah. Okay. Dang. 3 damage short. I mean, I'll check, but I know this is going to be a bad idea. Okay, so no one could come up here and, like, hand axe somebody. Oh! Alright. Five crit. That is surprisingly high. Oh, Elf Thunder. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, let's start with that. Okay, this guy's only got regular thunder, so that's nice. Alright, well, we lowered his hit rate. Could use the Killing Edge to further mitigate the possibility that Edward takes retaliation. I think I like that approach. God. Well, at least he didn't get crit, but, you know, you could have canceled, you could have crit, you could have dodged, you didn't do any of those things. Like, come on. Okay, but you did get strength and speed, so that's good. Alright, so we got Tornado, who can come up and easily bop any of these guys. We also got Zahark, who can do likewise. This Pegasus Knight is going to be a little, like, scary for, like, the backliners. If I wanted to take all 3 of them out, I would almost sort of, yeah, I would need to use Volug. If I alternatively, I could just take out, like, the Pegasus Knight and the Mage and 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he would be able to put a shot on Edward, though. I could potentially shove Laura 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that Meg can die, probably. She actually does not get doubled. Alright, so she would not die. Would shoving Laura be enough to get... No, it would not, so it doesn't matter. Well, I guess multiple people could shove Laura. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. So the question is... Yeah, would I rather have Micaiah, like, rescued and move all these people forward? And, I mean... So I was saying before, it doesn't have to be Volug that drops her. Let's see, how far does Jill get? Alright, Jill doesn't really get far enough for Meg to drop her, but, like... Micaiah is very light. I think Ileana probably can't drop her. Leonardo probably can. But, in fairness, like... he would also be facing an attack. Yeah, I think it seems like it'd be easier to not do the rescue thing. Which means do this. This Pegasus Knight ends up retaliating against Jill, probably. But I think that's okay. Or not retaliating, but attacking Jill. So this one we can probably set up to just get killed by Jill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so... Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So we can leave Soth here, I guess, to like try to guard Micaiah. Give him the knife or the dagger. So if I give him the knife, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter whether this one attacks Jill or Soth. So we'll give him the iron dagger, and try to scare this Pegasus Knight into attacking Jill instead of Soth, because he does hit harder, he's dodgier, he has more defense, so hopefully he'll go after Jill, and Jill will get another kill. Kill Jill. No, I mean, don't kill Jill. That's not good. Okay. And then, yeah, up here, I think we just want to advance. What's the situation with these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they're not going to be doing anything, really. Alright, I think I want to have Torneo. A lot of people with 13 defense on my team. Alright, well certainly Volug isn't the one who takes out the mage. I think I want to leave Volug as the one in the back just because, like, if I need somebody to run backwards, he's going to be the most effective at doing that. So I think we'll have Volug eat the Pegasus Knight. Delicious horse meat. Then we can have Tornado. I guess take this guy out. It's a Hark. Take this guy out. So that's that front pretty much taken care of. Wait, he can't. Oh, he can. Alright. Poosh. Poosh. Wait. Alright. Poosh. Oh. Okay. Yep, going after Jill. Don't run off into the corner, please. Okay. Jill could definitely use some healing. It's potentially something Micaiah can provide. No more reinforcements. wonder if it's actually possible for me to finish this turn, or at least like on enemy phase of this turn. Oh, probably not. Tornado can't get all the way up there, and Bolog doesn't have a ranged weapon, so unless like Zahart can solo, well, he'd have to kill. You have to kill the healer and then like solo all of these guys with a wind edge or something. Yeah, that doesn't seem very likely. All right. Yeah. No. Bang. Strength and defense. All right. Skill is good too for an axe user, I guess. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll put Jill here so that Micaiah can sacrifice for her and trade her the hammer. And now we need to get Soth moving up here. His goal is to get right here. Oh, that's the other reason I guess we wouldn't want to necessarily end this turn, is we want to get up here and get that arm scroll. In fact, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, maybe I should have just gone ahead and moved him out last turn. I mean, Micaiah wouldn't have had the support. I don't know if that would have mattered, but it would be nice to like have him in position to move here next turn. I don't know that there's anybody who can like get back there and shove him to do so. I mean, they could potentially shove him next turn, but okay. So Torneo, I think. Let's see. That's another guy who can't get doubled by him. These guys probably won't die to his javelin. So I think what we want to do is position him so that. Actually, I mean, it would be nice to take out this guy so he doesn't heal one of them. This is a hard fair against this guy. I mean, he won't die even if he gets crits. He'd have to get hit by all three of them, which he's extremely unlikely to do. So I think what we'll do is... heal Edward. That's what we'll do. Speed, no magic, but getting closer to not getting doubled by everything. Yeah, my concern here is that I don't want them in the thickets, and I don't want them like, I want them to like be moving closer to me. So maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, or blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. Maybe it's better to just let them heal this turn. Like, Torneo could certainly finish off whoever next turn, so could probably Volug and Zahart, and meanwhile that'll give me a better ability to set up kills for the rest of my party. So yeah, we'll have him sit here with a javelin. You don't really want we don't really want anybody else, any of the weaker characters, like in range. So have them sort of pile up back here. I mean, it'd be okay if Zahart got involved in this, so I guess he'll sit here. Oh, I was gonna shove. So, damn it. I forgot about that. Okay. If Meg, actually, can Meg even shove so? Like, watch her not be able to. Yeah, she's only got 6. Yeah, I think she can. I think she can. So if she moves back here, she can come up and shove south to here. Volok from where he's standing, but I can pretty easily move him 1 space back in any case. And also shove. That third shove might not be doable with what I've got, but we'll see, I guess. Oh yeah, I really probably shouldn't have let that guy in the bushes. Oh well. Alright. Oh, wow, he actually did kill him. Okay. Well. Full heal. Oh! That. Okay. So much for finishing this turn. Oh man, I didn't remember there were guys that popped up back here at all, let alone, like, more Pegasus Knights. Kind of figured the reinforcements might be done. Alright. Okay, so Micaiah can't safely move to here, so I guess we'll have her move here and use an herb. Jill, let's see, 12 speed, 11 speed, 14 speed. What? Oh! God. Alright, it doesn't really matter, probably, but... God, I was trying to check what her speed would be with a hand axe. Still 17, so she still would have doubled everything, but... Oh my god. No! That's actually... Like, she would have gotten potentially 2 kills on these 2, and then been able to... Oh my god. Fuck, that is annoying. Ugh. Alright. Alright, so right now Tornado is in range and Zahark is in range, nobody else is. Ugh. How much does no one do to this guy? Enough. Okay. I assume this will end in probable disaster. Yeah. That's actually not amazing. Neither is that. What that? Nah. Bang. Speed. Alright. I'd like him to get that extra strength point so that he's not slowed down by the steel axes anymore, but... Um, so I might drop Edward back just like a space so that he can't get hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by both this guy and this guy. Like rescue him, drop him to there. He's still in support range of Nolan. Oh, actually, I can't do that. Or, well, not easily. Probably. Well, I probably can't do that and kill this guy. Put it that way. Like I definitely can rescue him with Volug. I mean, I guess the other thing I could do is just like screen him with Volug. Though there is a guy with a javelin here, so 16 and 20. So he does have +1 from his support on defense, so 9 damage and 13 damage. So he would actually survive if I screened him. So I guess that's probably fine. So given that, we'll go ahead and have Zahark take out this healer so we don't have to deal with that anymore. He tried to anoint Zahark, but Zahark was having none of it. I guess he's not a very religious person. Okay. So yeah, let's stick Volug over here. We gotta keep Soth moving towards the doodad. 5, 6, 7. I mean, I guess we can like put him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess we can put him like here to like be in range to support in case something goes weird and wrong with the situation here. These guys. No really good opportunity for healing here, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we don't want to put Laura here because then she gets attacked, so probably just not healing this turn. It's fine. I don't like leveling Laura is not a priority. I guess Samus can just move up here. Liana, whatever, I don't know. Leonardo, do a thing. Laura, do a thing. Whatever. Meg did that. Schwiff. Man, he's not 2-hit KOing the soldiers now. That is rough stuff. I guess that must have been the one with the steel lance. Yeah. Maybe I should have given him a hand axe. Think about that. All right, so they're all going over there, which means no kills for Jill. That's great. Oh. All right, maybe we do have kills for Jill. 13 and 13. Does she have 17 speed with a hand axe? Can we avoid hitting the wait button? We can, and she does. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they're definitely going to be in range to hit Soth, so we should give him a knife. Got that arm scroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever, I guess we'll just kind of put her in the middle. It doesn't really matter where she is. Hopefully she can just completely clean that up on enemy phase. Meanwhile, yeah, these two will just get out of the way if they are in the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're not. Okay. In fact, can I put 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. You would think I could like keep track of these ranges, but no, I have to recount them every single time. I don't really see much need for her to use another herb. Okay. What's going on over here? Speed, 14 speed, 17 speed. Who am I trying to even set up the kills for? I mean, I'd like to get Nolan and Edward to kill each, and Samus is really lagging. I don't know if I should keep trying to get him kills. So to get Nolan to kill... Let's see, well, Edward can double these two. So if he can just take this one out... Yeah, alright, let's just do that. No need to set anything up. And then, I suppose I might as well have, like, I'd take this guy out and then have Leonardo just shoot this one, probably. I mean, he doesn't need kills, but he doesn't, like, neither does, like, Tornado or Bullock or whatever, so. So, given that, I think what we'll do... How much damage does Nolan do to this guy? 15. 15 and 12 is enough. Okay. Didn't miss. Good, good. Oh, really? Really? Alright, probably never mind then. He's even in range of his support partner. In fact, yeah, okay. We did that +1 defense. Not enough. Alright. So... 8... Oh, gosh. I mean, he gets the kill. There's no crit risk, so... Sure. How much was he doing? 9 with the Steel Lance. Okay. Nope. I guess I could have checked. This looks like nothing special. Okay. Alright. Got another Steel Lance, can't complain with that. Maybe Tornado should take that to just give him some more options. I don't think Samus is at any risk of running through a Steel Lance anytime soon. Meanwhile, of these three, probably the best candidate for taking this down in terms of like getting some value out of it is Zahark, so we'll do that. Bang. I can tell you right now, my early prediction for MVP is probably Zahark, although I don't know if it combines the MVPs into like 2 or 1. But alright, I guess Volug might as well move back this way, but not far enough to get in range of the javelins, obviously. Or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, bottom of that forest. Oh! Oh, she wouldn't have finished anyway. Well. She won't finish either one of them. Okay. I'm wondering if I can give a kill to Micaiah here. Might as well shove her. Actually, maybe it would have made... Nah, I probably couldn't have gotten Meg over there anyway. Okay. So with Soth support, she can take this one out with the Bonnie. So we'll have Jill come down here. And finish that one. And go ahead and Flora heal Tornado, I guess. Her staff level up. And finally, we will close out the chapter with a Fani Bomb onto this Pegasus Knight. Boom. Alright. Magic. Resistance. Oh, she got HP. Oh, and she got her weapon level. There we go. Discipline skill. Putting in work. All right. That was part 1 of chapter 6 in 8 turns? Yeah, 8 turns. 2 turns under the 10-turn limit. I will see you... I will see you next time for part 2.